different muskets than the other. And you'll also note that I keep saying the word musket, not rifle. Muskets and rifles are two different kinds of weapons. Rifles have rifling. Well done. Rifling are a series of bores screwed into the barrel that make a spiral shape. It allows the ball to be gripped tighter and fly farther, faster, and straighter. Rifles are far more accurate than standard muskets are. Everything that you're seeing us use today are smoothbore muskets. Mine is what's called a fowling gun. Fowling guns are for hunting fowl, which are birds. This is a bird hunting gun. This is what I am bringing to defeat the Empire of Great Britain. The other gentlemen here have a different assortment of firearms. You will see a Model 2 short land pattern musket, also known as Brown Bess. That's Pete holding up Brown Bess right now. That is the British military grade weapon of choice. It is a 75 caliber gun. And like all military grade weapons of the time, it can be equipped with a bayonet. Fix your bayonets. You will note there is no place for me to fix a bayonet on my Fowler, because you only get one shot when you go hunting, and you are not going to be able to run down that deer. So instead, I have this, my hanger. So this is the sidearm that I would have had instead of a bayonet, which means that I would have had to put this in my non-dominant hand to fight, or I would have just dropped my musket altogether in the instance of a hand-to-hand combat. Now, we typically do not fight with bayonets fixed. We will load fixed bayonets, fire, then charge with bayonets fixed. But as you will see when we go through the motions of firing, loading this weapon with a fixed bayonet is very dangerous. You will very well slice the back of your hand on the bayonet if you're not being careful, which, again, if you're under fire, you're not exactly thinking about taking precautions. You're thinking about loading your weapon as fast as you possibly can. Unfix your bayonet. Warming up for everybody? Shoulder your fire. Now, as I mentioned, when they were in the field, they would load very quickly, simply with the command prime and load. We're going to go through step by step and show you how it will be done. Poise your fire. Take off your hammer stalls. See, these guys are all well disciplined and well drilled, so they're already at the position I'm going to give them the order to, which would be to be half-cocked firelock. The manual of arms starts with the assumption that you have already fired. So if you have already fired, your hammer, which is this part here, would already be down. So from the poise position, they can half-cock firelock, and they would bring that up like this. Handle, cartridge. They're going to swing their muskets to the side and reach into their cartridge box, pulling out a cartridge. This is a cartridge. Mine and all of theirs is missing one crucial detail, which is, of course,
the bullet.
The bullet, or as we would have called it, the ball. There is no musket ball in here, although it would have been packed at the bottom, so that when we invert it and pour it down the barrel, it would sit on top of all of this powder and paper. You'll see they're doing something interesting. After they've handled their cartridge, they've placed it under their chin like this. Why might we do something silly like this?
To make it
heard it. Say it loud. To use your teeth. You could try to open your cartridge like this, but that's not very comfortable. So you need a top set of teeth and a bottom set of teeth to tear open your cartridge. What they're going to wait for, however, is the command to prime hand. Prime your hand. And go ahead and show service what you've done. Priming? Yep, prime for real. What they're going to do is pour powder into this section of their musket. They're going to come around and show you. This is called the pan. You'll see that there's a little divot in there that holds the powder. And they're going to show you.
Mm-hmm.
And what they're going to do is shut the pan, and that'll trap that powder inside that little divot that you saw at the bottom. They're then going to cast their weapon to their side and prepare to pour the entire cartridge down the barrel. That command is charge cartridge. And they'll pour the entire thing, you can put paper down there too, and they'll tap it down with their pinky. Why might it be a good idea to tap down that cartridge into that barrel with only your pinky? Yes, ma'am. Ah, correct. Remember, the assumption in the manual of arms is that you have already discharged this weapon, which means there's a possibility of an ember still at the bottom of the barrel. And if you charge that cartridge with your full hand and it cooks off, you're out of luck. So if you lose a pinky, you still have 4 fingers to fight the tyrant King George. And you can just keep going down until you are part of the Invalid Corps. Once they're charged, they will draw rammer, which is this. You'll note again that mine is different from theirs. Mine's made of wood. Again, this is a hunting weapon. I only get 1 shot, so I'm taking my time. Theirs are made of steel, so that they can do this as fast as humanly possible. They will then be given the order to ram your cartridge. Hear that ping? That means somebody's been a good boy and is cleaning his gun. Return rammer. Shoulder your firearm. They are now primed and loaded. Let's see. My friends in the middle, give way. My friends who are standing here forward, it's going to be very loud. You're not ready for that on your ears. For everybody who's standing back here, the second is to present. The last, of course, is fire. So, you're going to give us our commands. The first command is... Wait, I'll let you know when. We're practicing. First command is... Second one? Then, the third is, of course... Now you have to give us space in between every firing. That way, we have time to actually execute the command that you're giving us to do. So we'll practice one more time. Let's give it to them again, folks.
Ready?
Princeton. Fire!